so like, for example, this Star Wars hotel, we are literally watching them spend so much money that they didn't have on something there is no way they can keep that going. It just doesn't add up. Like there is no amount of there is not enough rich people that want to throw away $6,000 for 2 nights to keep that thing going for year after year after year. And they are so desperate. We're literally it's almost comical at this point where they're changing the entire respect the lore. We talk about that lore of Star Wars just to make that stupid hotel relevant in the Star Wars lore, so that will help people maybe want to stay. The problem is, like, people that went for free, they said you're gonna have a great time. Listen, I can have a great time at Walmart. That's the truth. I can laugh. I can have a great time at dinner. I can do a lot of things that don't cost a lot of money where I can literally say, I had a great time. Like, that was awesome.
And you can give your kids a good time without spending thousands of dollars. Like, you could go camping. You could go, like, and the fact that they're using this kind of guilt people, give your kids like this once in a lifetime experience of have them stay in the bunk beds that are in the wall. And it's like, you could.
Right. And so,
stay in a cool
like that kind of stuff where people leave the Star Cruiser saying I had a good time. I believe it. Maybe they did. Maybe it was something that they've never experienced in their life. But what we're trying to balance out is the cost over the experience, you know? And so, and it's way too expensive for the experience that they're giving. And we're literally watching. The place was fully booked to July.
Really? Can I look it up right now?
And then
in real time?
Of course.
So it's called Star Wars
Galactic Star Cruiser. It was fully booked till July. And then after the video started coming out, they just the booking just started to disappear. Right, go to start planning. There it is. Now scroll down. You can go all the way down to the calendar. So
okay, so this I'm gonna share.
So look, there's spots in May, June.
This was at one point.
It was booked all the way to July, and news reports were saying the influencers did their job. It's fully booked to July. It's fully booked, everyone. Look, it's fully booked. Can you go to April? I'm just curious to see if anything opened up in April. If we go back, April's booked. Okay. So go back one more.
They influenced
that, but see, that was already booked. So so May has opened, and then you wonder, like, because we're not getting like numbers on this.
Look at all this for July.
Look at July. Keep going forward. Oh, August is wide open. Full. September has a few days.
September's gonna be.
October
totally full.
No, totally empty. Like, it's not booked.
Oh yeah, fully available. I mean, yeah. Wow.
November.
Okay, so people don't seem to be
December.
booking out.
Look at that. Not even around Christmas time, which those you would think would be kind of full, or even like
they would do this.
Now you have to remember they only have 100 rooms.
Oh wow!
So it ain't like they trying to fill up like a giant hotel or a resort.
Only 100 rooms.
And so they only need to fill up 60%.
Wow!
And then they kind of block it off. So it's like
this is like an elite thing only. And how many elite Star Wars fans do we really have?
But that's the thing, and it's a LARPing experience that people, you know, and then of course here's the other problem: people that have paid a lot of money to go, they're not going to come out and say, wow, I wasted $6,000. A lot of them are not going to say that. They're not going to embarrass themselves on money that they might have wasted on this trip. And so we're seeing this all kind of play out through the theme parks on some of the stuff that they're changing in our cinema. And because they started to add stuff that they're adding to the theme parks, they're throwing it into Star Wars television, their shows, all that stuff, their comic books, their books. And it all started with the theme parks. They're doing the same thing with the Avatar Land and everything. They're adding it to, so Avatar introduced.
What's Avatar Land?
What's called Pandora. It's the blue people.
Okay, yeah, I know those people.
So they added to the ride a lot of water, the water Navi people, and so
Mhm.
now that's going to be part of the new film. So as theme parks go, so does a lot of the pop culture with these movies and things like that. So it's really interesting to see this. It's like slow motion train wreck and what's happening over there. So
Do you think that people are now just waiting for the price to completely plummet
So it
before
could go on
they?
Groupon.
Yeah. Like, what price do you think it'll have to come to where people say, okay, it's worth it now from everything you've seen in videos?
2,000.
so what we're seeing, they used to give for the price of an admission ticket. So everything that you're seeing in the Star Cruiser was at Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars land. You could watch the lightsaber duel between Rey and Kylo.
Wow.
The robots were out, all that
Whoa.
stuff. So they literally took all that stuff that was part of your theme park ticket and put it behind a $6,000 paywall.
Damn.
So
And
that's
added a bunk bed.
and added a bed.
And
yeah.
it's orange. I don't know. I know that's like what the BB-8 coloring is, the white and orange.
It's really
but
odd.
I don't know. I don't love orange.
I think it's hard for them to. I don't think they're going to drop the price because how they're explaining it, they said if you take a family of 5 that goes to Disney for 5 or 6 days, you're going to spend the same amount of money.
Wow.
So, which is in some aspects true. So it's when you add in the theme park tickets and the food and the resorts and the things like that. So they don't plan on. I don't think they're going to drop the tickets. What I think is going to happen is they're going to change it to they're going to have they'll have the sleepover like maybe on the weekends, and during the day it'll be like a dinner theater that people can buy, like a 4-hour tour of the ship. And that's it's just sad that they would spend all that money and it's not like, as we saw, the counter's like wide open. So like how empty. So they have all these actors and they have all these people in there. So what if there's only 5 people staying that night? Do they continue? Do they perform for just those 5 people? Like, how does that work? And so you're just wondering, like, I applaud them for taking a chance and taking a risk, because I think people that want to try new things, but you also have to read the room.
A bunk bed in an office building is so fantastic.
You have to read the room and be like, we just came out of pandemic. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people can't afford that. And yes, are there millionaires and rich people that can afford? Of course there are. And they're acting as if it's like, just charge it. You'll have a great experience.
This is a good point brought up here by R2. Disney has made it clear it's not really interested in the middle class's money anymore. Like, this is how I remember Disney World as a kid. Growing up, we were very middle class. It just was like, and just being there today, I was like, damn, every time you turn around, it is like $15-20 for a water, a snack, anything. I don't know. Maybe I'm just more aware of it as an adult, how much more money it is now. And maybe as a kid, it was still expensive like that. But we were able to go, and like my parents didn't make very much money at all. And we went like at least twice when we were kids. So
no, they're definitely pricing out lower and middle class people, because now on top of a ticket to get in, if you want
the fast pass,
you have to pay individual rides to like get in a faster line. And so we're watching. So this is crazy. So people like me who has an annual pass to Disney, I don't pay for parking. I go there for a few hours to film, to do this, and then I leave. I really don't spend a dime in that place. But
you bought this.
Well, this is Universal. This was actually given to me from somebody in the park. That's why I wear it. So thank you if you're watching. But what Disney, he made me lose my train. So what they're doing now is they're getting rid of the annual pass holder, which is what I have, because they'd rather have people buy the ticket and spend more money and go in than someone like me who doesn't spend any money in the park. So yeah, they're pricing out lower and middle class families. We're just watching it happen.
Yes, Steve Giblin. Yeah, I remember as a kid getting to Disneyland for something like $20 or so. It used to be affordable for everyone. Wow.
Yeah.